Welcome to the European Parliament, welcome to the session here in Strasbourg, and to the meeting in the Intergroup for Animal Welfare, an interest group consisting of parliamentarians from all nations and all political groups. The president is the Polish Janusz Wojciechowski. Welcome to you. There is a plan to have a second action plan for animal welfare. Will it succeed? Will it come, you think?
Yes, it is a very intensive week for the animal welfare member of the animal welfare intergroup in European Parliament. We had very intensive debate about the new animal welfare strategy for the years 2016-2020. There was controversial between the European Commission and European Parliament because European Commission was, I don't know why, was against the idea to prepare the new animal welfare strategy, and the Parliament adopted resolution calling European Commission to prepare the new animal welfare strategy. Ambitious strategy. It was especially underlined that the strategy should be ambitious. We have a lot of
ambitious. In which way?
In a way to improve animal welfare standards, to continue the process improvement on animal welfare standards. We want to be a leader in the world.
Yes, but in which?
In which, for example, there is a problem of animal transport. There is a few years ago, European Parliament said that animal transport time should be limited to 8 hours. We want to press European Commission to do it. The problem is of food production in European Union. There was a special meeting of our intergroup paid for this question. I can remain that thanks Animal Welfare Intergroup, we have full ban for import of food products of foods from dogs and cats, focus, and it was our success. Now we have the problem how to reduce food production in Europe, because it is production with suffering, with very huge suffering of the animals. We want to step by step to reduce this production to limit it. The next question is the better labeling of animal products. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for example, for poultry, methods of production who are animal friendly, who are against the
how the animals were raised and transported, slaughtered.
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yes. This is a lot of matters which we want to debate, or not only debate, to achieve improvement of the situation.
And today you have been discussing mink, the fur industry, how to, may I say, get rid of it?
Majority of public opinion in Europe is against the using animals for the food production. Majority in Europe. There are countries in the EU having full ban of this production. But we are politicians. We should be realistic. It's not so easy to stop the fur production.
But when it comes on the fur production, then it is a heavy industry. China from outside, yes, but Denmark, Netherlands, and.
Yeah, our policy should be both. Reducing the fur production in Europe, we have to stop the import of furs outside Europe.
But you're not afraid that if it is banned inside Europe, then it will come in via certain channels?
But it should be effective policy respecting this problem. It should be everything which would be forbidden in Europe would be at the same time forbidden for the import. This is it should be the principle of our policy.
I have invited you because you're from the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands it will be banned to have a fur industry. How on earth have you managed to come that far?
Yeah, we're very happy with the ban on fur farming in the Netherlands. It took 25 years, that is the truth. It started in 1999 with a resolution, and our MP from the Socialist Party, Christopher van Velsen, never stopped demanding a ban on fur farming. And well, it was a long history, but we're successful, and we hope that our ban will inspire other countries to ban producing fur, because the Netherlands...
But as I just mentioned, you are on the third place up to now in producing fur from minks and similar animals. So the question is, how have you convinced that industry that they are doing something wrong?
Well,
or have you convinced the consumers?
Well, we haven't convinced the consumers. The general public in the Netherlands convinced politicians that fur should be stopped, that there should be a ban on fur farming. And,
but why? What's the argument?
Well, I think Dutch people love animals, and there's a great deal of suffering in fur farming industry. Minks and other fur animals are not suitable to keep in cages. Minks are predators and they live in the water, so they're not suited for cages. So there's a lot of suffering in the fur farming, and the Dutch public well, didn't like that. And
but the fur industry said we're doing almost everything we can to improve the standards of cages and. What's your argument?
Well, I doubt they'll be doing everything they can, because we just seen a report with some horrible examples of fur farming in Europe.
But you can always find bad examples.
Yeah, but nevertheless, I think it's principally wrong to keep minks in cages, because they're predators, they're wild animals, and the goal of fur is vanity. It's if you balance the goal, vanity, against the suffering and the killing of animals, then I think it's not justified. And there's so much beautiful fake fur. Why should you have fur in the first place?
Wearing fake fur indicates something to the rest of the people who doesn't know it's fake, that okay to wear fur.
Well, it's very important that Europe gets its labeling straight, because now fur is not always labeled as fur. It's completely unclear whether you have a real or fake fur coat or a fur lining on your coat. So the public should be better informed.
What made you become active on this field?
Well, I think fur is outdated. There's no need for suffering of animals for fur. It's 21st century. That kind of cruelty doesn't belong to this century.
I'd like to add one question, because the Dutch experience is very interesting, and there is a practical conclusion for us as politicians in European Union level, on the national level, that the first step in Netherlands, that there was decision not to open new fur farms and not to extend existing farms. It was very interesting first step to reduce this type of farming. And I think that I will suggest, for example, in my country, Poland, to do it at the beginning. Thank you for starting, because it was presenting during
the interesting part is also that you have a special approach when it comes to animal police. You have real policemen within that force, animal police. Just recently started, but it's now there.
Yes. Well, they have a broad task for animal abuse, and I think it's also because there's a lot of awareness in the Netherlands that you should treat animals with respect, and the ban on fur farming has come from that, and also the animal police has come from that, and well, I think it's progress.
Yeah,
And
this
you have-
animal police is very important institution, and it is a good example for the
And you
rest
have
of
been
Europe.
in Bulgaria,
I
where
was
they
in Bulgaria.
even now.
The Netherlands was the first. The Bulgaria the second. They have in Bulgaria the animal police. We don't have in Poland. There is only veterinary inspection responsible for control animal protection standards. But in my
From health-
opinion,
health,
it the health is first, but the protection is treated as not the most important.
And
We
can
have to
only
change.
express the wish that every European country gets its animal police itself.